nakufa.
You won't die. You won't die. No.
Ameniua.
You will not die.
Ameniua. Aishi milele. Ameniua. Yatakufa.
You won't die. You won't die. No.
Ameniua.
You will not die.
Ameniua. Aishi milele. Ameniua. Yatakufa.
Fungulia daktari, fungulia daktari. Fungulia daktari. I'm around. Sawa, sawa. Hello. You won't die. You won't die. No.
Ameniua.
You will not die.
Ameniua. Aishi milele. Ameniua. Yatakufa.
Fungulia daktari, fungulia daktari. Fungulia daktari. I'm around. Sawa, sawa. You won't die. You won't die. No.
Ameniua.
You will not die.
Ameniua. Aishi milele. Ameniua. Yatakufa.
Fungulia daktari, fungulia daktari. Fungulia daktari. I'm around. Sawa, sawa. Hello.
What happened?
So we were told we are coming to Karen police station. They have pushed him into a Subaru. They are saying they want to take him to the police station. This is not your country, my friend. It's not your country. We are not going to leave this station unless we record him on a robot. He is in a police station. Record him in a no pass. He is in a police station. The police is abducting his Tuju. The police is abducting. Let all Kenyans know that the police is now abducting Honorable Tuju. They have brought him to Karen police station and they have refused to book him in an OB. They have forced him in a Subaru. They are actually breaking his back. No, let us in an OB somewhere. That is the procedure. Let us in an OB.
And I did explain to them that I was a little bit concerned and worried that I'm being followed. Unfortunately, on Saturday evening, I was supposed to be going for an interview at Ramogi Radio. I'd made a commitment to go there. Then again, the same vehicle, Land Cruiser, and this time a little bit more concerning. The vehicle didn't have plate numbers. And having experienced last week when close to 20 police Land Rovers came to my premises, and some of them didn't have plate numbers.
Yeah.
So I got very worried.
Yes.
I happened to have my aide next to me, but I was the one driving. I tend to drive myself very often. And by the time I reached Karen roundabout, it was closed in. And now they're definitely making sure that back to back. So fortunately, I know Karen well. I branched into Nandi Road. You are not able to branch into Nandi Road. If you go, you can see how that road is structured there. So it meant that they either had to turn and face the oncoming traffic to follow me, or they had to go around. That's how I lost them. Of course, I went into some roads with Karen, and I realized that since I was being followed, I'd already reported to the police. I abandoned the vehicle. I want to thank Kenyans, but I also especially thank a family in Kiambu, the boundary between here and Kiambu, that were able to give me shelter. They didn't care what my tribe is. They just saw me as a human being. Until yesterday, past midnight, when I was able to come here. My family is very traumatized. And I think that
Na kwa hivi sasa, mtazamaji, tunavuka mbashara hadi makao makuu ya idara ya upelelezi wa jinai DCI.
Registration number KCL 346P, abandoned along Miotoni Lane in Karen with the hazard lights on. The vehicle had been observed there since approximately 1800 hours on 21st of March 2026. A security guard from West Nairobi Hospital alerted the authorities, thereby prompting an immediate response by the National Police Service officers from the nearby Karen police station. The scene was processed by the crime scene investigators, and the vehicle subsequently towed to Karen police station for further forensic examination. Following this reported incident of abduction, attempts by our investigators to access Mr. Tuju's residence along Mitu Drive were denied in a very, very strange manner by the family members. Mr. Tuju's wife, Hadija Chepkesio Said, later contacted the officer commanding police station of Karing via a number subscribed by an employee of Entim Sidai Hotel, a hotel belonging to Honorable Raphael Tuju, stating that she could not allow police officers into her premises. And ladies and gentlemen, this raised reasonable suspicion on the part of the investigating officers. Why would a mother whose husband has disappeared for the last couple of hours fail to cooperate with the police and share whatever information she had with the investigating officers? Following the family's initial denial of access to Mr. Tuju's residence along Mitu Drive, the National Police Service escalated the matter with utmost urgency and utmost resolve. A combined operational team comprising of uniformed police officers and experienced plainclothes detectives was immediately deployed to secure the location, and in particular, the residence of Honorable Raphael Tuju, a deployment that started very late in the night. The homestead was fully cordoned off to preserve the scene and prevent any potential interference or flight, while investigators simultaneously pursued a search warrant from the courts in line with the legal procedures. Crucially, and based on solid intelligence and meticulous forensic analysis, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations conclusively, and I'm saying this without an iota of doubt, that Honorable Raphael Tuju was physically present within his residence throughout the period in question. Even at the precise time his mobile phone was switched off at 18:18 hours on 21st of March 2026, he was at his current residence. When confronted with the reality that police were closing in on the truth and that his deception could no longer be sustained, Mr. Tuju chose to resign, confirming thereby the investigators earlier found that this was a carefully staged disappearance rather than a genuine case of abduction. The National Police Service views this conduct of Raphael Tuju not merely as an isolated act of falsehood, but as a deliberate attempt to mislead the Kenyan public, to misdirect the law enforcement resources, and undermine confidence in the very institutions tasked with protecting our citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, this deliberate conduct by Raphael Tuju appears to be a calculated effort to deceive the public, to generate unwarranted sympathy, and to undermine the integrity of the National Police Service, and for that matter, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, for apparent political or personal motives. This is not an isolated occurrence. The DCI has documented numerous similar incidents involving staged disappearances or false abduction claims, often by public figures and even including politically exposed persons, in a disturbing pattern designed to undermine public trust in our law enforcement agencies. The National Police Service, therefore, views the provision of false information to authorities as a very, very serious offense. Accordingly, Honorable Raphael Tuju has been arrested and booked at Karen police station to record a comprehensive statement explaining his whereabouts, the circumstances behind the abandoned motor vehicle, the reports filed by his family, particulars of the so-called Good Samaritans who gave him an accommodation somewhere in Kiambu, and all other related conduct. This matter, together with other recorded instances involving public officials, will be pursued vigorously and with the full force of the law. Our objective is very, very clear: curb this emerging culture of deception and restore full public confidence in our security apparatus. The National Police Service, as the guardian of integrity and as a guardian of the rule of law, will pursue vigorously and with the full force of the law. And our objective is very, very clear, and that the National Police Service will remain at all times unwavering in its commitment to professionalism, to transparency and impartiality in every investigation that we undertake. We sincerely thank the members of the public who came forward with the timely and valuable information during the initial stages of this matter. Your cooperation strengthens our resolve and our ability to serve and protect our fellow Kenyans. The National Police Service will pursue this case and similar incidents to the fullest extent of the law. We are resolute in ensuring that deliberate attempts to mislead Kenyans, deliberate attempts to squander police resources, deliberate attempts to undermine confidence in our national institutions are thoroughly investigated and the perpetrators held accountable. Public trust is sacred, and it is earned through relentless pursuit of truth, evidence-based action, and zero tolerance for deception. Kenyans deserve security agencies that act with courage, clarity, and consistency. We will continue to defend that trust by confronting any efforts to mislead or to manipulate the criminal justice system, no matter the source. Thank you very much.
Thank you, distinguished members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. The of criminal investigation as another urgent engagement, and therefore, in the interest of time, we shall take 3 questions. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Director. My name is Samira. My question to you is, this is not the first time we are seeing members of the political class and people trying to self-abduct themselves, or rather go into hiding, and we've not seen them being presented to court. What's the way forward for? I'd give an example for Koimburi. You were able to come out and demonstrate how he self-abducted, or rather went into hiding and claimed that he was abducted, and this is another case. So what's the way forward for the DCI?
The second one, maybe Mr. DCI, you can comment on the issue of Kericho so-called massacre.
Thank you, sir. You may take the questions.
Thank you very much, Samira. The issue of self-abductions is very, very sad indeed. And it is very, very sad that honorable members of parliament can stoop that low to stage manage their own self-abductions and to play with the psyche of the people and cause a lot of anxiety and a lot of tension in the country. And such conduct undermines our national security. And those are behaviors that we are not going to take it for granted.
You won't die. You won't die. No.
Ameniua.
You will not die.
Ameniua. Aishi milele Ameniua. Yatakufa.
Fungulia daktari, fungulia daktari. Fungulia daktari, fungulia daktari. I'm around. Sir. Hello.
What happened?
So we were told we are coming to Karen police station. They have pushed him into a Subaru. They are saying they want to take him to the police station. This is not your country, my friend. This is not your country. We are not going to leave this station unless we record him on an OB. He is in a police station. Record him in an OB first. He is in a police station. The police is abducting his Tuju. The police is abducting. Let all Kenyans know that the police is now abducting Honorable Tuju. They have brought him to Karen police station and they have refused to book him in an OB. They have forced him in a Subaru. They are actually breaking his back. No, let us in an OB somewhere. That is the procedure. Let us in an OB. What?